everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another one of our course vlogs, and this time we're out at the canyon course called Eagle Glen Golf Course out here in Corona, California. If you've never been with us before, please make sure to click the subscribe button down below. I'd love to have you week after week for some more golf. And at the end of the video, if you like it, don't forget to click that thumbs up. It really does help me and let me know you're out there. Let's head out there to the first hole, par 4, down the hill. Here we go. Starting right next to the pro shop here, the first hole takes us down the hill and a nice dogleg right par 4 to start the day. Those 3 bunkers down the left will come into play for the longer drivers off the tee, so you're going to need to pick your line correctly or you could go through the fairway. Now you're staring off down into those canyons. That's the entire back 9 you're seeing back beyond this hole. This is the only hole that sits down here in the basin on the front 9. This green is elevated from the fairway, so it's going to be blind in this approach, and just that bunker on the right side to protect it. Now, just a 3-wood for me here off the tee, as the black tees were playing up 1 here on the first hole. They were under construction just there behind me, so I had to club down to the 3-wood. Just a pitching wedge here into this middle hole location. I wanted to club up a little bit. I don't like hitting my 125 club hard. I'm just going to take my 145 club and swing easy, just beyond the flag. But that was a devilish mistake, as these greens are quick, especially if you're above the hole. I left myself an uncomfortable 5-footer here and just tried to tap it in, but nailed the lip once again. A 3-putt bogey starts us off quickly, but it's all right. There's plenty of birdie holes out here for me. But this par 4 is a funky one. Only 311 yards. If I'm playing some money games, I sometimes take my driver or 3-wood out and go for the front of this green. But today I'm trying to play sensibly and play for a score. So we're going to just drop an iron down into the fairway and wedge it over the ravine and onto the green. Just a smooth 4-iron, like I said. That's about my 230-yard club. I was trying to leave myself just under 100 yards, and, well, mission accomplished. 80 yards up the hill. This is just a little sawed-off sand wedge. Got to get it up and over that tree to the blind approach green up sitting on the hill. This here a makeable putt, but again from above the hole, so I'm just tentative enough with this putt, and it just doesn't take the slope I thought was there, leaving us for a comfy tap-in par, but man, that was right on the lip. Now here, the first par 5 of the day is going to be sitting up at the top of the property, and is going to be snaking along this ridge all the way down to the green. A big, fat landing area for most drivers. With me, it's going to be narrowing up here a little bit as it heads up the hill from the landing area to these bunkers. These bunkers are kind of sitting at the top of a little plateau, and then we're going to be heading back down the hill to the green. So if you're going for the green in 2, you're definitely going to have a blind approach, and you're going to have to pick your spot over the corner of the bunker to try to hit it on the green. Otherwise, lay it up there in the fairway. Avoid the bunkers on the right, and you'll have a great angle into this green that's just sitting there on the cliffside. Now, the driver was on today. Just a few warm-up shots on the range, and I knew my little turnover draw was going to be working for me today. A 4-iron left into this green. I had to head up the hill to get a spot that I aimed for off in the distance on the peak of the mountain in the background. I hit this right on my spot and came up just half a club short. Just right here in the front bunker. Had a great lie, though, and splashed it out to a makeable 10 or 12 feet here. Let's see if we can roll one in and get it back to even par. Oh, this is the devil of my game. I gotta start making more putts, and these rounds will go way, way under par. An awesome par 3 here, the first one of the day. The 4th hole is going to be playing 185 yards back down the hill. It's going to be playing normally a club down the hill. Those bunkers long are elevated up on the hill. The green just sits perched down in that little ravine. Now a smooth 8-iron here was going to fly the adjusted 175 yards down to the flag. Landed it just beyond the flag here, and another slippery one from 15 feet above the hole. And I just tried to cozy it down there, and you know, when you cozy it down there, you're probably not going to make them. But another comfy tap-in par, and we're on to the most difficult and possibly strangest par 5 on the entire golf course. It's one of the strangest par 5s that I've played in a very long time. 551 yards, but I'm not going to be able to hit driver off the tee. That fairway cuts off at about 310 yards from the black tees, but that's downhill. Adjusted, that's about 280 for a cutoff to the end of the fairway. Then you're going to have 100 yards of clearance over this ravine and down to the extended fairway here in front of the green. If you're down on that little tongue, the green is sitting well above you, and you're going to have a gnarly blind shot. And this green is another elevated, perched, severely tilted green. You got to be on the right location. Another 3-wood off the tee. Needless to say, I hit a ton of 3-woods on the range to practice for today. I knew it was going to come into play a lot today off the tee. And I sat here with this tee shot on the left side of the fairway, hanging in the rough. Ball was well below my feet and a downhill stance. I'm going to take this 2-iron and give it a rip.
Come on, be great. Woo!
Now a big opportunity for me here, draining it from 30 feet for eagle. Let's roll in the first eagle on the... And no.
That close. Oh my Lord.
Sooner or later, that first eagle is gonna drop, I promise. Now here, the 6th hole, par 4, heading back up the hill we just played down on the previous par 5. This 360 yards is really deceiving, as I'm saying it's probably gonna be playing up to 400 yards with the adjusted slope all the way up the hill. That bunker's smack in the middle of the fairway and directly in the way. There's another one here on the left to protect a long shot as well. But for me, the driver was really working. And coming into this blind green, I wanted as much spin as possible. So I'm just going to send this driver, hopefully, right over that center line bunker and to the right of the left-hand bunker. Mission accomplished. Right down Main Street, and I got a wedge in my hand. All right, we're on the green and have another putt, but again, we're above the hole, and this one's got a gnarly ridge I got to play down, a big left to right swing. Just going to play it 2 feet by the hole and tap it in for another comfy tap in par, but that one's validating the birdie on the last, and that's what I like to see, staying right here at even par. Now here, the easiest hole on the front 9. This is going to be a shorter par 4 at only 370 yards, but adjusted, it's going to be playing downhill the second half. It's kind of up from the tee box to this fairway. As I get the drone lower here, you can kind of see it's a little raised fairway. Then it drops down significantly down to the green. So if you can get a ball to land past those bunkers, it will kick forward significantly. So let's take out the driver, cut the corner, and see if we can get the bounce of a lifetime.
Uh, 387 yard par 4. We almost got there. Almost. Let's see if we can get this up and down for another birdie.
Well, we left it right where we wanted almost on the green, so let's bump this sand wedge down there to a makeable putt. Didn't quite roll out as far as I wanted. Another 15-footer for birdie, but this time it's underneath the hole, so I can hit an aggressive putt right in the back of the cup for another birdie, sending me down to 1 under par on the day. And here we go to number 8, a short little par 3 sitting down in this little nook of a ravine. It's almost like a thumbprint here, surrounded on all sides by the canyon. And it's a short 170 yards to the middle, playing down the hill a club. This 145 yards to the front is only playing about 138. So I'm going to be taking a smooth pitching wedge here to this front flag, but it's sitting on a tiny little tongue of the green here, and I just missed to the left. I got to take out my 64-degree wedge. I got to play the softest little delicate chip shot here, and hopefully roll in this 8-footer here for par, but it's not going to be. So a bogey after the birdie, and we go back to even par. That one's tough to swallow. And we're on to the closing 9th hole. This 400-yard par 4 sits right on top of this little ridge. It's going to be falling off 50 feet on all sides. It's a very, very narrow par 4. Because of it, it's susceptible to any wind that is blowing that day, which you know it's going to be. It's going to be a very tight landing area here. And then it's dropping down to this infinity edge green, looking out beyond all of the valley beyond. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous par 4. And the driver's working for me today. So let's see if I can thread the needle. Oh yeah, right off the bunker down the right. It's going to be sending it right down that nook of the fairway, kicking over the cart path and landing here just short of the green in the rough. About a 30-yard pitch here to the green. I'm going to try to leave myself underneath the hole to give myself a good makeable look at it. It's just outside that makeable range, but hey, you never know.
Just another comfy tap in par. Hey, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you next week.